just like some help finding my hat.
Just your hat?
Oh.
Why can't you look for it yourself?
Is this a supposed Beret Society person? I have strong words about this bullcrap.
Never mind. Please just help me find my hat.
Okay, but what kind
It's
of
a
hat?
soft and brown hat with a bit of a brim. Nothing fancy.
Oh, so like a flat cap then?
I think I probably lost it near the entrance elevator. It's really important to me, so your help would mean the world. I'll wait here for your return.
Don't worry, we'll be back in no time.
If it was that important to you, you would know what kind of hat it was. They never call them berets, they just call the Beret Society. Okay. No, I don't know if I could tolerate that. I mean, the Flat Cap Society sounds crap, but still. I'm sure you know what kind of hat you're wearing. I'm only paying for the hat. Even that I begrudge doing. Even that I'm not happy about. See what kind of hats the Rag and Bone Shop has. I can get through it, it's fine, it's not that important.
And don't forget to mention us to your grace.
To your grace. I love that exactly! That's so perfect! Oh, you're amazing. But I have to go and complain at people about not knowing their hats. He's our grace now. Yeah, he's ours. We claimed him. Yeah, no, that's right. He's Neverlet's grace, but they don't need to know about that.
As I recall, these hats are very important to members of the Beret Society. Best you avoid misplacing it again,
Beret
You might not
Society.
have the same luck next time.
That's a terribly fitting hat. Get a smaller hat. So what's this Beret Society, Risley? Why are you letting them get away with it? If anything, listen, I know you value people and their, autonomy and everything, but at the very least, okay, you, Mr. British name, Mr. Staffordshire name, okay, living in the region that would most likely wear flat caps. I know you have your own collection, okay? To the outside person may look exactly the same, but you know why each individual one is ever so slightly different. And you have a story about where you obtain each and every one. I know you do. Why are you not telling them?
The Beret Society does appear to be an exception, and it's instead trying to experiment with some novel and interesting things.
Beret Society.
If you have some time, why don't we grab something at the Coupon Cafeteria? I'm actually quite fond of stories, Of course, the others have already told me a lot about your deeds in Fontaine, but I'd love to hear it straight from the source.
We did nothing of value.
That'd be quite the long story.
Basically, what we did was we went around Fontaine speaking to, important people with important secrets and stuff. And then we went to the Fatui, and then we told them everything. Including stuff that you told us, by the way. We went to you, and we had a chat about, secretive stuff, and then we went and told Linny and Lynette. And chances are, after this, we're probably going to go straight to Linny and Lynette again and tell them everything that's going on. Just so you know, we're writing notes as we speak so that we can hand them over to the Fatui, because that's just who we are right now. Oh yeah, we solved one case. We solved a case. We were very helpful. Paimon has a really cute disguise. You have to see it. And then we just joined the Fatui for a bit. And then we started with Farina, and we actually did something good again, for a little bit. And then we had a chat with the Knave, and we're like, Farina's a bit anxious. Is she lying? Because that's how it goes. We've been really... I think we're either possessed, or we keep being replaced by Dotori. So just be aware, Risley, that at any point during this conversation, if we're acting out, it's not us. We are Dotori segments in disguise. Just so you know, okay. I am not... To be honest, I really wasn't involved with a lot of it.
That's a bit too humble for you.
No, it's true. It's true.
Even the most unintentional action can catalyze new developments and force many fates onto brand new paths.
That's such a good point, which is why we don't go telling the Fatui everything, because even just saying it to Linny and Lynette can cause them to then go to the nave and tell them stuff, and then things happen, and then Fontaine goes boom or something, I don't know, and this is why we just don't talk to people.
Help the fortress and I maintain our autonomy.
Oh no! It's the line! It's the line you sent me! When? When did we do that? Risley! Listen to what you've done to my voice! I'm outraged! Risley! Immediately high-pitched. At a certain point, only Fuafua's gonna be able to hear me. Risley, sweetie, Dad, I love you. I love you so much. You're that guy, you know? When did that happen? When were you in danger of losing your autonomy? When did that happen? And even if that was happening behind the scenes, which we wouldn't know because we were very unhelpful, what did we do? We ran around collecting information and telling Linny and Lynette. We were awful to you, Risley. And then all we did down here is go to you and start being all adito at you. Risley, were you playing a different game to us? I'm starting to think that this is a case of mistaken identity and we're actually not who Risley thinks he's speaking to. And this is very awkward because now we're going to have to just ease our way out of this conversation without saying, yeah, I don't think you're actually supposed to be talking to us. I think you're supposed to be talking to that guy over there. Because this is not us. We did not do any of this. Okay, I'll hear you out, but like, should we get Cedrin to take a look at him? I think he's delirious.
Is it so strange that I would want to give a few words of praise out of genuine admiration?
Yes! Yes, it is! What is happening? I feel like I'm on 01 Twitter all over again.
So this is a matter of trust.
Trust! Also, I will say, because, like, Risley is a Northern English name. Wolsey, the food person, is also a Northern English name. These hats, I don't care what you're calling them, these hats are Northern English. I'm really surprised that, because I knew we'd get, like, some Englishness in Fontaine. I really wasn't that fussed. But, like, I'm surprised at how northern the English aspects of Fontaine are.
Want to take a look?
They all should have, like, really dramatic and exaggerated accents. I still don't trust you, though. I don't trust you purely because you're calling yourselves the Beret Society, but you're wearing flat caps. No, I will not let that go.
Is there anything you'd like me to explain to you?
Yeah, why are you called the Beret Society?
Okay, we're just taking a look around.
Why are you called the Beret Society? That makes no sense. You may as well be called, like, the Waistcoat Society or something. Since berets have absolutely nothing to do with your outfit whatsoever. What are you talking about?
They'll let us borrow their kitchen to do some simple research into recipes and cooking.
These are not rooms, they don't have walls. That reminded me so much of my old school. From all that, how long ago, actually? So long, oh my god, I'm old. No, from like, you know, ages ago. Because we had classrooms that were just out in the, you had the hall, and then you had a classroom, and there were no walls to like thingy it. So how, and then, so we had like a double lesson, and then the bell would go during the like double lesson for single lessons, and then we're expected to still work after people are like passing the hallways, the bathrooms as well. Oh my god. This is why, because like, this is why the, you know, gender neutral bathrooms and stuff, the conversation about that really pisses me off, because we had that. And like, it was fine. We didn't care. What I did care about was the fact that the individual cubicles were just on the end of the hallway. So stupid. So, like, they were all... And this, we're talking, you know, over a decade ago, you know, that this was a thing. And, you know, they were gender neutral and it was great and anyone could go anywhere and it was brilliant. But, like, could we have a wall? Could we have a wall? We'd, like, finish and then we'd open the cubicle and go to the sink that's right in the middle of, like, the hallway. It's like people are walking to class and we're there coming out of the loo. You can hear us taking a shit, for crying out loud. Sorry, that was a complete nonsensical rant, but the layout, and like, when I went, it was a different building, and then they knocked that down and then built a new building, but the new building was shit! And they're like, oh, we designed it really well to, like, build onto it when we got new students. But it's like, you never did that, and you still haven't done that, and your building is shit, and your school is shit, and can you at the very least give us walls when we're having a shit? It was so stupid. Wait till the end of the scene, he literally says, I'll take you to the exit. What exit? There are no walls. The fact that there are no walls is really driving me up the non-existent walls. It was such a stupid design. See, I'm so angry about the lack of walls at my school. Even though it was like over a decade ago, still, I don't care. I'm so angry about it that my model's frozen again. Is it because, can you not track me when I'm getting all animated? Okay, you go to the bathroom, I'm still going to keep ranting about the sliding walls. Oh, it was such a stupid place. We had like sliding walls as well in other classrooms that were never utilised ever. It's like that they're trying to be so modern and so cool and so practical, but it was just bullshit. And because I've seen, I could be wrong, but I've seen enough American films and TV shows and stuff to kind of get the idea that in America, when you're at school, you're actually allowed to be inside of the building. During breaks, we weren't. We had to evacuate the school as soon as the bell went, and we weren't allowed back in, not even to have a wee. Which is ridiculous, is it not? Because we're not allowed to go to the loos with no walls during class. We're also not allowed to go during lunchtime. And then we'd ask to go in class, and they'd be like, oh, you should have gone at lunchtime. But we're not allowed to go at lunchtime because we're not allowed to go inside. What? Where's the logic in that? And don't even get me started on getting marked late all the time in English because we had to walk to the opposite side of the school. But the teachers, because we don't have, it's like class would end at past, and then the next class would begin at past. But the second class expected us to be there before past, but the first class wouldn't let us leave until after past, and then we'd get in trouble for not being let out early. So maybe that's why there's no walls, to let us get to class quicker. Maybe they just expected us to teleport through the walls. I'm still complaining about walls. I hated that building so much and the people inside of it. It was so crap. Still no walls. No walls. You've really thought of it. You've thought of everything except walls. Why am I getting so worked up during this? It's because of the berets. I wouldn't be nearly this worked up about the lack of walls if they either weren't called the Beret Society or if they were wearing actual berets. I don't know why I'm getting so heated. This is a disaster of a stream. I'm so sorry.
Yep.
I don't know why I'm leaning closer to the screen to hear him when I'm wearing headphones. That doesn't make any sense. You look like you're about to start going around yelling, extra, extra, read all about it. Or like, ask for some more.
Now, why don't you follow my lead and take a deep breath before letting everything out like this?
Okay. You know what? You know what? I've been getting so heated already. I think I need to do this. Okay, let's all just... They're not berries! And there's no walls! not helping. He's not helping. That was really loud. God, that breathing out really hurt my arms.
It looks like there's...
Is it a bad thing if somebody in the Beret Society loses their flat cap?
Take care, everyone. I'll take you to the exit.
How can you take us to an exit? There's no walls. You have no walls. You're like our bathrooms at my old school. There's no walls. There's no exit. Second reason not to trust you. You wear flat caps instead of berets and you have no walls. The walls are almost sending me off the rails more than the flat caps they're calling berets. They don't know their hats and there's no walls. Shut them down.
There's only one potential problem.
There's no walls!
If it does too good a job managing and rehabilitating its members, you may be soon out of a job.
No, because Risley has one thing that society don't have, Paimon. Can you guess what it is? Walls! He has walls! There's something off about that place. It's not a place. It's not a separate place. Oh God, you're gonna have to go soon. Ah! Nothing happened. I think he did
And
a
that's
bad
precisely why I took his hat.
You took his hat!
Oh, so the one who started was...
Risley! I'm sorry, that's so funny. That's such a good lie. Just that's precisely why I took his hat. He took his hat! Risley!
Give me the word and I'll hand you the cuffs.
No, Neverlet would be sad.
In all seriousness, however, cuffs and the like should be used sparingly. They're mostly for show.
I'm sure they
Everything I
are.
do is on-
Risley, your hubby's here to see you. Within your walls that you have. I love this whole like situation we're in, where because we're getting involved in the investigation, Risley's like telling us things and communicating with us.
But Paimon's still mad at you.
Why? Paimon, this makes no sense. That makes no sense. Why did you not get mad at Linny then? God! Why are we giving Linny so many free passes? But then getting mad at Risley for doing a similar thing but reasonably, and then apologising and explaining why, and then telling us, you don't have to help, but I'd love it if you could, would you mind? But you don't have to. God, Paimon! Sure, I fully needed some help planning.
The first is the secret of the hats. I've examined one before. There was nothing suspicious about the item itself.
It's a flat cap,
The
though,
other
not a
is the
beret.
true purpose of the black gem.
You're calling it... I've been a little bit okay so far with them not actually calling it a beret. But she's calling it a beret! Beret Society, but there's no beret! No one's wearing a beret! No one is!
The hats are definitely being used to hide a secret. But there's nothing wrong with the hats themselves.
There's so much wrong with the hats themselves! I think you'll find that it's not a beret! Was there something in the hat? The flat cap?
And the
Beret.
way Douji...
I could have coped with knowing that they were just calling them hats. They're not beret. That's what we're calling it.